gets the rebound. Nicely defended there against Cheatham. They'll bring it up court with Chavez Ambrose. Chavez drops it off to Lytch. Back over to Ambrose. Ambrose on the wing, driving right side, stops at the top of the key, feeds Goins. Goins looking for three. Wow, sweet shot. Adam Goins for three. Adam with a nice three ball there. It's a 7-0 early lead for the Senators. Racing around into the lane, got double teamed out, kicks it out to the corner. Shot for three is missed. Rebound grabbed by Grant. Thrown across court, back to Grant over here. He'll bring it out. He is the point guard. They feed it left wing. 9 on the shot clock, driving the lane, going up with the uphanded scoop shot, and putting it in the bucket is Jalen Harris.
Jalen Harris.
For two. First bucket tonight. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Senator ball right in front of the bench over there. And that's a big bench. They have like 17 guys.
Number 23, Alex Garcia.
Two guys checking in for the Bobcats.
Also entering game number 15, Darius Reynolds.
And a couple guys checking in for Walters State. 23, Alex Garcia checked into the game. Shot up no good. Rebound grab by Goins. Boy, he is a big handle to get in the middle of that lane. Battling his way, they call jump ball. And also checking in the game was Malachi Brooks for Walters State. So the jump ball, the possession arrow shows that it goes to the Bobcats, and they'll take it over. 3 minutes into this first half. 7-2 lead, Walters State. Aiden Goins with 5 of those 7 points. Champ for defense off the bench from the corner for 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound grab by Ambrose. And again, trying for that 3 was Jalen Harris. Speaking of threes, here's the first one from Garcia. Shot up, no good. Rebound skying in the air, pulling it down quickly was Malachi Brooks, but he got fouled as he was coming down.
Foul on number 15, Darius Reynolds, his first team bird. At line shooting 2.
First foul against the Bobcats.
Line shooting 2, number 3, Malachi Brooks.
Brooks to shoot 2 from the stripe. And the first one is good.
Entering the ball game number 2, Hayden Barkley.
Barkley checks in for the Bobcats. Whoa, slipping and falling. His shot was up and good. So both free throws made by Brooks. And the battle down low is full court press being put on by Walters State, and it looks like Ambrose is going to get whistled there.
That was on number 10.
So Coach Nichols making sure that his team's playing as Elijah Clinton checks in now for Walters State, wearing number 4. He will press, and he knows what his team has to do. They will pressure you all the way up and down the court, full court press. They don't play too much half-court basketball. They make you work for points. Long shot off the arc is no good for 3. The ball bounces around, it's picked up, and brought ahead by Brooks. Brooks feeding a pass into the hands of Clinton, who's in the game. The whistle blows.
Entering the game number 24, Nathan Beasley.
Nathan Beasley, who was a redshirt last year, 6'11", number 24, checks into the game as Goins sits down for a moment. And Zay Howard is checked in for the Bobcats, wearing number 12. I don't know if you can see the numbers sometimes on the screen, but we like to list it just in case you're looking for somebody. From the outside, 3-ball missed, and that's going to go out of bounds as that shot was put up by Jacaden Barkley. Anthony Davis checks back in. Davis Jr. wears number 11 for Walters State. So just a couple of guys that haven't got in the game yet for the Senators for Coach Jerry. A 9-2 lead. We're just about at the 15.5 mark. Blocking foul called whistled against Walter State.
Fouls on number 23, Alex Garcia, his first, team second.
Garcia picks up the second team foul, his first personal. And Barkley brings it up. Drives to the lane, fadeaway shot up, no good. Rebound tip, knocked out of bounds. Another whistle blows. This time it's against the Bobcats.
Fouls on number 15, Darius Reynolds, his second.
Reynolds picks up his second foul. He's got both fouls this period this first half for the Bobcats. Brooks bringing it up court. Drops it off Davis. Davis will swing it over here to Clinton. Elijah around the screen. Stops, drops it into the lane. Turnaround Beasley, a little too hard off the glass. A little too much, and it comes out hard into the hands of the Bobcats on the rebound. Racing down behind the back pass. A beautiful pass there for the Bobcats to get the bucket. Wow, that was nice. Seabro with that beautiful behind-the-back pass. Here's a nice bucket there for Walter State.
Malachi Brooks.
Brooks picks up his first bucket of the game, and it's 11-4. 14 minutes to play and some change. Just underway, first half action. Left-handed scoop shot goes in for Barkley. And it's 11-6. Shot from outside the lane for two. Knocking it down is Elijah Clinton. Barkley brings it down court, feeds it over here near side to Howard. Into the lane, fakes the step, kicks it back out, almost threw it away, but a good snag there by Harris. Lost the ball in the lane, throws up a wild right-hander, won't go, air ball. Fed ahead, Garcia racing down, right-hander off the glass, missed, but the slam from Elijah Clinton is good.
Goes to 23, Alex Garcia.
They're going to actually give it to Garcia, though. And the foul will be recorded against East Georgia. So the 2 points will go to Garcia.
Carter Metz, number 1. Damari Lytch.
Carter Metz checks back into the game.
Also entering the game, number 10, Chavez Ambrose.
And Quindarius Rump checks into the game for Walter State. So a couple more guys on the floor now. 15-6 lead. Flip back just outside the lane, now in the lane, spin, right, left, turn around. Foley over the top with the left hand, won't go, and off the board for Cheatham and into the hands of Lytch. Long throw here to the near side. Elijah Clinton. Carter Metz calls out the play for Walter State. 13:20 to go, 14 on the shot clock. Metz gives up his dribble. Ambrose into the corner. Fake. Stop back in the lane. Back to Ambrose. Going to drive. Feed it back out top of the circle. Behind the back dribbling. Feeds over Metz for three at the buzzer. It hits the rim, and I believe we got a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot three.
That was on number 24, Jacoby Cheatham, his first.
Cheatham picks up that foul. And to the line to shoot three will be Carter Metz.
At the line shooting three, number 2, Carter Metz.
And his first one is good. So Carter gets on the scoreboard. Or the stat sheet, I should say. And back-to-back, 2 in a row. And one more opportunity. Number 20 checks in for Walter State. Jason Coffey. And Metz's third opportunity is also good. So he knocks down all three and gives Walter State that 11-point lead. And then is guarding Barkley, who's bringing it up court, pointing out the signals. Fed over to Frazier. Frazier back out. Swing it here near side. Put it in the hands of Robinson. Taken away. Stole. Ambrose. Forgot to put up that point. Thank you, Christian. 18-6. Long throw over. Driving into the lane. Lost the ball. A whistle blows. Do we have a foul against the Bobcats? Yes, we do. Fourth foul of the night. Elijah Robinson picking up that foul. 4 fouls now against the Bobcats. 12-point lead, Walter State at the 12.5-minute mark. Fed inside from the outside of the arc for 3. A little too hard on that shot there for Coffey. Rebound grabbed and held on to, pulled down. Barkley will bring it up court. Racing down here near side. Good defense there by Metz out front. Keeping them outside, not letting them get into the box. Trying to get a screen, doesn't get it. Back out top of the key. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to drive in again. Fade away for 16-footer, no good. Rebound grabbed and held on to Damori Lytch. Fed ahead. Ambrose into the lane. Ambrose lost the pass, but he was fouled. And it'll be the 5th foul against the Bobcats.
Number 12, Dante Howard is first. Team 5.
Howard picks up the foul for East Georgia State. Metz calls out the play from the sideline. 18-6 with under 12 to play. First half action. Down low. Lytch kicks it out for 3. Ambrose. Switch. Nothing but net for Chavez. 21-6, and Walter State just rolling right now. Sorry about that. I don't know why that scoreboard did not light up until just now. My apologies. It is 21-6. Walter State with the ball. Outside for 3 again. In and out. Won't go down for Jason Coffey. Fed ahead. Ooh, big time 3-ball shot there for Barkley. So we'll catch you up on some halftime stats and get you all caught up. We're halfway, just about halfway through the first half. Metz driving the lane. He'll put up the easy 2. And it's 23-9. Top of the key for 3. Knocking it down is Frazier. So back-to-back threes as the Bobcats try to cut the lead down. 23-12. Walter State still out front. Carter Metz with the ball, calling out the play, getting a screen from Lytch. Double teamed quickly, and he feeds it over to Lytch. Lytch will give it back to him. Carter will race, feed into the corner. Ambrose looking for 3. Knocks it down. Chavez Ambrose for 3.
Chavez Ambrose for 3.
And we got a timeout here. I'm not sure which side called it yet. .10:07 to play. I don't know if it was something on the uniform or what was going on, but wasn't really a timeout. 10:07 to play. 26-12, Walter State out front. Halfway through this first half. Bobcats trying to figure out how to put some points on the board and stay with this very quick and very good offensive team right now that Walter State has on the floor. Double teamed out front. Really good defense. Again, keeping them outside the arc. Making them shoot that 3-ball. Not letting them into the lane. From the key at the buzzer, no good. Rebound, grabbed, held on to. Turn around with the left hand, and it will fall.
Elijah Robinson.
For Robinson. Just got that shot off at the buzzer, and when it hit the rim, it means you get another time on the shot clock. So they were able to grab it and put it back up. A blocking foul is called against East Georgia.
Elijah Clinton. And for East Georgia, number 34.
26-14. And bringing it up court is Malik Hinton. Stops just outside the lane, tries to throw one through the lane. Goins is there. Big Paw swats it away, hands it off, gives it to Brooks. Brooks from outside the arc, kicks it back out. Back out top of the key. Looked at three, didn't go that time either. Coach Jerry yelling out the play. Brooks trying to get around his defender. Gets the screen from Goins. Now drives the lane, kicks it into the corner, faking the three. Into the lane for two. Shot up no good. Rebound, put back and down it goes for Anthony Davis Jr. after Elijah Clinton just missed. Little one's trying to get on camera. Want to wave hi to everybody in the world. Oh boy, I don't know how that got into the hands of Hinton, off of the hands of Howard, but it did. Stolen. Racing the other way with the jam. Anthony Davis Jr. for two more. 28-14. They have doubled up the score with 8 minutes left in the first half, and we have a timeout.
Timeout, Bobcats. Full timeout.
Walters State. Our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
You guys can print it off, and there's no printer. They have a program. They bought it. All somebody has to do is go do it. It's not easy, but it can be learned. So I just keep my own. 28. Oh, no, sorry. It is 30. My apologies. I missed the bucket again. 30-14. I forgot to put up the bucket there for Anthony Davis Jr., but I believe it's on my stat sheet. Get back into the thick of things here for basketball, and my grandson Christian is doing the video for us tonight. He was asking me about something, and I'm like, yeah. And you got 2 score sheets. You're doing play-by-play. You're trying to keep score on the computer, watch the time. And the minute you look down, you can miss a whole lot of things. So my apologies if I miss anything, but I'll get caught up. I'll get back into the swing of things. And then it didn't help that East Georgia State has 2 sheets of paper for their 17, 18 guys on the team. So it looks like they brought the entire state of Georgia with them. 3 ball there from Frazier. Makes it a 30-17 game. And a little one-on-one now being played by the Bobcats. Falling. Was there a foul? Yes, there was. They're going to call it on Hinton.
Foul is on number 13. Malik Hinton, his first, team number 6.
They've got him for 6 fouls now. Walter State has 4. And bringing it up court is Malachi Brooks. Bounce pass inside the lane. Down low, Goins up off the glass. Oh, it rolled off the rim and wouldn't go down. Rebound grabbed and snagged by Howard. Feeds it over here near side to Hinton. Hinton backs up top of the key for 2. Missed it. Rebound bounces out long iron. Out into the hands there of Frazier. Frazier trying to go around his man, can't go, feeds it back out top. Wide side there, into the lane, slipped right there at the strike, puts up the shot, won't go. And the Malik Brooks with the rebound after he gets kicked. No whistle. It was unintentional. The ref let it go. 6:45 to play. Garcia drops one off here for Anthony Davis Jr. Racing to the lane, feeding underneath. It's Goins. He'll turn around, go right-handed on a reverse, and he'll put it down for two. Aiden Goins again, two more. 32-17. Boy, he is a real breath of fresh air for this squad. Off the glass, missed it completely. Rebound grab by Elijah Clinton. Fed over to Brooks. Brooks behind the back. Gets the screen from Goins. Gets double teamed. Still breaks into the lane. Turn around with the right hand a little too hard. Off the far side of the glass. He missed the rim. Wanted to go above the rim and it wouldn't go. Looking for the alley-oop. Oh, and it was interrupted. Nicely done defensively. And then a shot up and slam, but the whistle blew before that. Really good defensive play there by Elijah Clinton, breaking up that attempted alley-oop. So team foul number 5 for Walter State.
Shooting 2, number 35, Shabize Irazama.
Shabize is at the line for East Georgia State. The Bobcats misses the first one. Hiro Janama, I believe is the last name. I didn't quite understand the pronunciation when they sent it to us, but it is quite a name, I'll tell you that. But I believe they called him Shabize. I think that's what the guys were saying when they were warming up earlier. Just call him Shabize. And it's like, all right, that works. He gets the one, and it's 32-18. Mets in the backcourt, bothered. Long throw down, Goins at the baseline. Gets knocked out of bounds and off of his leg, I believe. Maybe not. No, they're going to say it's still Walter State ball. He got double teamed immediately. He was right there at the bucket when they made the cherry pick there, but unfortunately, Lytch's throw was a little late. Here's Lytch driving the lane. Bucket and the harm, as Jared would say. He'll get the extra one. So DeMori will go to the stripe for the old three-point play.
Fouls on number 6, Corey Minton.
And he missed it.
Team 7.
34-18, 5:42 to play here, first half. Don't forget games tomorrow again, 12, 2, 4, and 6. Same setup, women first, men last. Going up for the jam and falling through a host of gray shirts. I don't know how he even came down with his feet still attached. Zay Howard was going up for that jam. And the 6th foul against Walter State.
The line shooting 2, number 12, Dante Howard.
Shooting 2 now is Dante Howard. He'll make the first one. I have him listed as Zay Howard, so I'm not sure where he's getting Dante. On my roster, he showed as Zay Howard, unless I typed it wrong, which is a possibility. Got them both. 34-20. Howard picks up both free throws. Mets in the back court. There's a full court press being put on. Gets across the line, though, in time. Him and DeMori work things together. Now, Mets will come up to the key. Get the screen from Goins. And from 3, just missed again, right outside the arc there. He's got a really nice touch with that left hand. He made it earlier, made it look easy, and he same shot, just missed that time. Bumped, and I believe they're going to whistle Goins for that. Yeah.
That was on number 34. Aiden Goins, his 3rd personal foul, team foul number 7.
believe they just said his third personal foul. And if that's true, he's going to be down for a while on the bench.
At the line, shooting 2, number 35, Shabizi Irazana. Entering the ball game, number 22, Quindarius Rump.
Quindarius Rump checks in for Goins. He'll sit down for a while. Like I said, I believe they said third personal foul, so that could be a problem. Goins won't get an opportunity to play much if he's got 3 already, and we're not even at halftime. 4:43 left to go. Mets with the basketball and a 12-point lead. Feeds it over to Ambrose. Back over to Mets. Mets alley-oop jam! Damori Lytch with the jam. Beautiful play. Gotta like that one. (36-22) down to 4 and change. Going for a 3-ball. Short. Hit the front rim. Rebound grab by Clinton. Clinton will feed it over Mets. I was hoping there was somebody on the team that could alley-oop. I knew there was. I mean, I figured when you got this kind of height this year that the Walter State has, you've got to have guys that can alley-oop. Because last year we were spoiled a little bit with the guys that we had, and there was always 2 or 3 good alley-oops in a game. I love over-the-top basketball, over the rim. Mets lost the ball going up. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat ball. 3:45 left to play in the first half. 14-point lead, Walter State. Ranked number 20 in the preseason poll this year. Of course, went to the national tournament last year. First year that Coach Jerry took over the men's team. He's been there a few times himself. He is a great guy. He's a lot of fun to talk to. Had the pleasure of doing the interview with him at the regional tournament last year. Get a chance to talk to him weekly when we do games here. Just a real nice guy, real cool. And that's one of the things we're going to try to feature this year. I've got another headset that I'm getting repaired. Once we have the second headset, we'll be trying to bring up either player of the game or coach after the game is done. Chat with you a little bit, introduce you, so to speak, to them. Or maybe during halftime if they'll come up. We'll see. 3:14 left to go. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Walter State. Ball tipped to the lane it goes. Trying to back his way in there was Rumpf. Whistle blows against the Bobcats.
His first, team number 8, the line entering the ball game, number 11, Anthony Davis.
Davis checks in now for Carter.
Number 22, Quindarius Rump.
Quindarius Rump will shoot 1 and 1. And he hit the front of the rim and missed it. 36-22, little short, high arc, hit the front of the rim. Bobcats swinging around, looking for 3 again, and got it. Knocking down the 3 is Zyquan Grant. 2:40 to play here, first half. Still an 11-point lead. Fed to Rump underneath the lane, but he was standing out of bounds. He reversed it, put it up off the glass, but his heels are sitting on the SE in the out-of-bounds area there on the baseline. 2:37 to play. Bobcats trying to cut into this 11-point lead before they go to the locker room. Bounce pass just outside the lane, turn around, little feed, little short by Shabrizi. Racing the other way is Ambrose with a one-handed jam. (36-25).
Fouls on number 35.
foul is going to be called against East Georgia. The bucket doesn't count. Or they're not going to give him the bucket, I should say. It didn't go in. But he does go to the line to shoot two. Ambrose with an opportunity here to put two more up on the board before the halftime approaches here. We've got just a little under 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And the first one is good.
Entering the ball game, number 24, Jacoby Cheatham.
Cheatham checks back into the game for the Bobcats. One more for Chavez. In and out, won't go. Rebound fought for, tip, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with White. Or as Christian would say, it'll stay with Gray. And it should be. That's what he said to me. Why do they call it White? Why don't they call it Gray? I said, I really don't know. Ambrose looking for the long three ball. He missed it. Down to the final two here in the first half. Back to a 12-point lead for your Senators. Swing it around. Into the lane. Kicking it back out to the outside. Into the corner. Spin. Baseline. Turnaround. Fadeaway. For two. Nicely done. Nice shot. For the big man. Jalen Harris picks up two. It's a 10-point lead. What a pass from Lytch. No-look pass and zipped it into the hands right there of Rump. And Rump turned around and walked. He'll check out. Nathan Beasley will check in, as well as Garcia.
Number 23, Alex Garcia.
Man, that was a beautiful no-look. I mean, he was zipped in there, but I'm not sure what Quindarius was doing, but he spun around and just walked away with the ball. Trying to drive into the lane, throwing an elbow, blocked there on a pass, and stepping out of bounds on that far corner again is Jalen Harris. A little tip there by Anthony Davis Jr. may have caused that problem. Bobcats going to play a full court man-on-man press. That one's kicked. It's not soccer, young man. Sorry. Sebro is the one kicking at the ball. Now they'll bounce it in quickly. Brooks almost lost it, picks it up, feeds it ahead. Got his man into the lane, down low. We'll go to the big man, and the ball goes out of bounds. They were trying to feed Beasley from Davis Jr. It'll stay with Walters State, and Brooks will inbound with $1:19 to go. Feeds it in, Garcia on the outside wing. Back over Brooks, fakes the three. Looking around, back over Garcia, top of the key for three. In and out, won't go. Rebound pulled down, Anthony Davis Jr. Swings it over to Ambrose here from the left wing for three, and boy, he knocked that one down with no problem. That was a thing of beauty. He was wide open. They're at 40 points. One of the numbers that Coach Jerry liked last year, he said he wanted to beat every team they played by 40. That's what he expects from his players, and he got it numerous times. I don't know how many teams he beat by 40, but he got the respect and the wins he wanted, and it took him to a national championship. So he got there last year, and it was a great team. They played very, very well in the regional tournament, too. They were a lot of fun to watch. 33 seconds to go. Junior drives. He gets partially blocked, going up for a bucket. And the referee gets in the way of Jalen Harris. And Jalen Harris was complaining that the ref was in his way. He couldn't get around him. And the ball goes out of bounds. And the referee said, no, he's part of the game. So if the ball hits the ref, it's part of the game. There's nothing he can do. You've got to get around the ref yourself. He's not going to move for you. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but it happens.
Foul is on number 1.
And the foul is going to be on Grant. And then it's going to be the 10th foul.
The line shooting 2, number 3, Malachi Brooks.
Malachi Brooks foul will get 2 because we're in the double bonus situation. Brooks will hit the first one. And the second one. 21 seconds to play here in the first half. (42-27). Playing for the last shot here are the Bobcats. Deep three ball off the front of the rim. Out of bounds, it'll roll with 1 second on the clock. We're going to go to halftime, and it's going to be 42-27. Ambrose just about hit that three ball at the buzzer. 42-27 at the half. Walter State out front easily over the Bobcats. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you some stats. Stay tuned.
Walter State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walter State.
Light nigga, dog nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, old nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga, still nigga. I like that sound. Light nigga, dog nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, old nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga, still nigga. OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay, house nigga, don't fuck with me. I'm a field nigga, with Sean cut with me. Go play the quarters with a Butler's beat. I'ma play the corners with a hustler's beat. I told them, please don't die over the neighbor. Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to rhyme like that, to shine like this. In the matter of time I spent was locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. That shorty, she trying to bless me like I said I do, like a sneeze. Please for the trick, squeeze and get cream. Never let them get in between the what we started. Look, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck in their head. And when at the party, let go and get it together. Draw like I'm an artist. I'm crawling with straight to walking with foreigns. And my garage is a foreign. Monogamous. Sucking and swallowing everything for $1. They tell me get them, I got it. I did it without an album. I did it for Mariah. Love down on fire, icy as a hot ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was legal. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, no rest in peace. Hey, no rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my, that's what you talking about. Next move is solid, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word, was on my grind, and now I got what I deserve. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wrote the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was winning. Touching on me, so I put my own and spin it. Double in me, that's my team. I'm saying it, kicking out lieutenant. And the touch can of me, casting burn like a brook. They live on my new, chill out like my coach. Around there, I see they with my head and my toe. Cause these boys be dead, and I gotta make it better. Cause my mama need that real money, my son needs some help. These trying to take my life, around get killed. You turn around, get so. Cause these feelings, I'm going for me, don't no. When they come to me, I got it. That's wrong, and I got no peace. I didn't get the DOI. I didn't get the KODs. I got to on me that. Talking to the right G's, but now I'm laying out that drop hand. I'm right down the top. Feeling it, earn that home, and you be wild. We might let Batman and we're robbing. This two don't make back. When I see all reach, I let them like real. What up? Real, what up? If you ain't about that murder game, then shut up. If you get me in your ass, I get your foot stuck up. When you touch that wild hook, all that tour life ain't good. Catch me in my head, and that heat game on wood. Put that tour life in my feet, like that little.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Had to go down and clarify some stats for you. Jamori Lytch has 6 points. Carter Metz with 5. Malachi Brooks with 6. Elijah Clinton with 2. Jarvez Ambrose with 3 threes tonight has 10 points, plus 1 from the stripe. 4 for Davis Jr. and 2 for Alex Garcia. 7 for Aiden Goins. But Goins does have the 3 fouls, so that is going to probably keep him out of the game for a while. That's something you want to start with in the second half, is with 3 fouls, but it's better than what it could be. So we'll see. We did get a couple of replays here. I wanted to see if they showed that one that the jam happened, but they disallowed it, or they just called a foul. The photographer that's here got a picture of the guy's hands in the net. You can see it. They should have given it to him. It should have been an and one. Here's that jam late for Walters State. The alley-oop jam. That's sweet play there. So there's been a few of them, and Walters State has done a pretty good job of it tonight, of getting the points onto the board. They lead this one by a score of 42-27 at halftime. We will be back. We will have more for you coming up here, so stick around. It's all on the way.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
So for those of you that have been following me doing the volleyball this year, we're doing Walters State and Cleveland State. The volleyball regional tournament was being held in Roane tonight, Friday and Friday. They'll finish up a championship game tomorrow on Saturday. In the first game, Pellissippi State took care of Cleveland State 3-0, ending the season for the Cougars. Chattanooga State all over Roane State, 3-0. Wow. Again, another big win for Chattanooga State. Remember, they're the only ones who beat Walters State this year. The scores in those games were 25-23, 26-24, and 25-19. I mean, wow. They definitely were very close games. And then Walters State took care of Pellissippi State 3-1. So it'll be a rematch between Walters State and Chattanooga State. They split the year, regular season. Remember, these two battled it out a few years ago for the regional championship in volleyball in Chattanooga, and Walters State come back and won it in 5 sets. They were not the favorite. They were not the number 1 seed. They ended up winning that tournament. So it should be an interesting match tomorrow at 2 o'clock. If you want to tune in between two of them, it is streaming on my partner's website at GameSportsNetwork.com or GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. The GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. That's Jay Harper will have the internet stream of that 2 o'clock championship game. And I, of course, will be here bringing you Walters State Lady Senators basketball. Let's run down what's happened so far in the tournament. Florida Southwestern, number 15, Trinity Valley played the first women's game today. Trinity Valley wins that game by 5. Your Lady Senators played Shelton State. They stayed with them through the first half, but unfortunately after that, Shelton State took over and they won that game easily. In the men's game a little while ago, Roane State took on number 22, Georgia Highlands. Roane State wins that one by 5, but we're up by as much as 21 at one point. And we're in their final game here, Walters against East Georgia State, and our score 42-27. Tomorrow afternoon, I should say, we start at noon. It'll be Trinity Valley versus number 9, Shelton State. That'll be a video game only. And then Walters State, the Lady Senators, will take on Florida Southwestern. That's a 2 o'clock start. Coming back with the men, Roane State against East Georgia State, a video game only. And then 6 o'clock, we'll finish the tournament tomorrow night. Number 20, Walters State versus number 22, Georgia Highlands. Check all the games right here on the Walter State Network under the Fan Zone. All the games are available after they're finished, too. You can go back and view them on demand. Doesn't cost you anything in case you missed one. We'll come back in about a minute and get this one tapped for the second half.
Walter State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walter State.
And then look across all. I know, but. And we're back at it as we get rolling here in the second half of play. Carter Metz with the basketball. Walter State will go right to left on your screen this time. Ambrose, who's had a really good first half. Big 3 balls from Chavez, 3 of them tonight. Been hitting them all. Here is Lytch. Pass over to Goins, and unfortunately Aiden fouled. Cheatham picking up the foul. Nice little feed inside. Oh, and he missed it. Boy, Lytch had it. DeMario had a beautiful pass from Carter Metz from the inbounds and missed on the opportunity for the easy 2. 42-27 at halftime. Let's see what East Georgia can do here. Had time in the locker room to sort things out, maybe get something together. And driving up to the basket, throwing up with the right hand. They whistled Demore Lytch for the foul, but I didn't see no foul. Wow. Okay. Well, that's why I'm up here, and they're down there with a whistle. Jalen Harris will now shoot 2. Misses the first opportunity, too hard off the back iron. Again tomorrow at noon. And don't forget, tomorrow we spin the clock back. Saturday night or early Sunday morning, whichever way you want to look at it, 2 a.m. We gain that extra hours of sleep. And oh, wow, and Lytch and Metz not on the same page. Metz going one way, Lytch going another way with a pass on a full court press. He threw it right into the bench. Had a good start here for the Senators. First minute of play. I'm outside for 3. Long iron, no good. Rebound, tap. Saved by Goins. Throws it back in. Backhanded. Goes right into the East Bobcats' hands of Cheatham, who puts up 2 more. And quickly, East Georgia State with 3 points to start the second half. Metz gets across half court, feeds Ambrose. And a travel. What happened in the locker room, guys? A 5-guy change. Jerry doesn't like it. Good idea. Let's get 5 new ones out there and see if they can change the strategy here, because the first 5 weren't doing it at all. 18 and a half to play. Garcia is out there, along with Elijah Clinton, Brooks, Garcia. Shot from outside, 3 ball. And it is now a 6-point run for East Georgia State. Anthony Davis Jr., Malachi Brooks out front. Davis Jr. gets fouled trying to flip one over to Garcia. Foul will go against the Bobcats. Garcia will take it out. 2 minutes in, and it's a 6-0 run for the Bobcats right now. The inbound pass from Coffey into the hands of Brooks. Back over Coffey looking for three. Switch. Nothing but net for Jace Young.
Jace Young Coffey, 2-point basket.
Oh, they called it a 2. Sorry. No, not a 3. He must have stepped just over the line. From the outside for 3. That is good. For Cheatham. 44-36. 9-2 run right now for the Bobcats. From the corner for 3. Tapped out by Garcia, but unfortunately into the hands of the defense. Now offense. Driving down. Shot put up off the glass. Knocked aside. Grabbed. Somehow held onto by the Bobcats. From outside for 3 again. And there's the whistle for the timeout. Full timeout. I believe Walters State. We'll see. 44-39 as that 3 ball goes down. It is a full timeout.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
This used to happen to them a lot last year. You and I were usually like women. Yeah, but they won, but still.
First 3 minutes of this first half or second half. And it is a 12-2 run in favor of the Bobcats. It is now just a 5-point lead for Walters State. 44-39. They've got the ball. Garcia comes in to inbound here. And it'll be a full court press by the Bobcats. Malachi feeding it over. Garcia back to Malachi. He'll feed it ahead. Davis Jr. Brooks again get it back. Right around the logo mark. Spins around. Oh, big time. And the whistle is going to go against the blocking foul. Looked more like a football move than anything else. And that's going to be called against Quindarius Rump. Aiden Goins, who's got 3 fouls, will come back into the game.
Quindarius Rump, his first, team second, player control foul.
I call it a player control foul. Looked to me like a blocking foul. From outside for 3 again, this time off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Goins going up for it, got over the back on the Bobcats. Picking up the foul there should be Jalen Harris. No, they're going to call it on Cheatham, number 24. His third foul. 3 fouls now for East Georgia. Brooks coming up with the ball. He's got Garcia on this side. Garcia to half court. Can't get through. Brooks gets double teamed. They'll flip it over to Junior. From 3 land, Goins up with the shot. Just hits the rim. Thrown back in. Grabbed and held onto by Davis Jr. Ambrose drives. Kicks it out. Brooks around his man into the lane. Ball got stripped. Long throw down to the other end. The alley-oop play is good for 2. And they are back in the ball game within
Jonathan Ward.
3. Walters State. Rebound, Goins gets bothered, finally got it up, and he got fouled. And Aiden Goins kills the bleeding, maybe for the moment. That is only the second bucket in the first almost 4.5 minutes.
Fellas on number 24.
Goins will go to the line to shoot 1.
Cheatham, his 4th personal foul.
Cheatham has picked up 4
Team foul
fouls
number
now.
4. The basket is
So
good.
number 24 will sit for a while with 15:49 left to play in the game. Cheatham had gotten hot there, so this may be a little bit of a break for Walters State. Aiden being told to tuck in the jersey and the whole bit. And I understand they don't, look good, play good type thing. And the rule is make sure that your jersey's tucked in. But, you stand out there and play for 40 minutes like they do and see if you can keep your shorts and your jersey all nicely tucked together. Goins misses, maybe a little too much time waiting to shoot the extra point because of dress code violations. Swinging around the outside work, can't get in. Trying to drive again against Davis Jr. Shot high up off the glass over the defender.
Jalen
For 2, Jalen Harris. Ambrose at the other end. He'll go right to left. And with the right hand, put up one off the glass. Ambrose back to scoring again. That's big. We needed that. Spin move around Garcia. Missed it. And the rebound grab by Goins. Flips it to Brooks. Malachi for 3. Short. Front rim. No good. 5-point lead. Walters State under 15 to play. Outside for 3. And did he get whistled for the foul? Yes, he did. And it'll be 3 shots from the outside for Zyquan Grant.
Fellas number 3. Malachi Brooks, his first. Team 3rd. At the line shooting 3. Number 1, Zyquan Grant.
So Grant will now shoot 3. This is all on a 12-2 run in that first 3 minutes here to start the second half. And that is why the Bobcats are right back in this game. And he got them both. And it's back to a 3-point game. And he's got one more because that was a 3-point attempt. Back into the game comes Damori Lytch. Aiden Goins will go and sit for a little bit. Remember, playing with 3 fouls. And we're back to a 1-possession game. It's 48-46 Walters State. Little bounce pass. Metz, long pass over. From the corner, Ambrose didn't take it. Gives it back to Metz. Carter spins. Goes the other way. Looking for some help. Gets it to Ambrose. Ambrose looks right. Feeds it over. Back over to Davis Jr. out front. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball stolen away. Right out of the hands of Ambrose. Bringing it down court. Sebro. Fed back out. Top of the key. Long 3. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Davis Jr. Boy, that shot goes down by Gallman, and it is a lead for the Bobcats. Down by 2 right now. Walters State needs some offense. Coach Jerry yelling out, get the ball to him, get the ball to him. Ambrose from the corner for 3, missed it. Rebound. Grab, fed out Metz for 3. Got it. Carter Metz knocks it down. He needed that one. Back to a 5-point lead for your Senators, 51-46. As they bring it up court. Looking at 3, spin move into the lane at the stripe, feeds it back out front. Trying to go around the screen, can't. Fed it over to the left side for the 3. Air ball missed. Grabbed and held on to there by Alex Garcia. Fed over to Carter Metz, and he'll bring it up court. Metz from the right hand to the left hand, a little push there. Rep right there, did not whistle it, let it go. Davis Jr. Feeding inside. Ball taken away right out of the hands of Damori Lytch. Racing down, putting it up off the glass, missed it. Rebound Ambrose. He's got one guy in front of him. He runs over the defender who's being helped up by the referee, and then they'll call his number for a foul. Here, let me help you up while I whistle you. 5 fouls now on East Georgia.
Jacqueline Barkley and number 11, Khalid Racine.
They send in a couple of new guys, Barkley and Racine. Khalid just getting into the game for the first time tonight for East Georgia State. He is in number 11. Metz being guarded by Barkley. Gets the screen from Garcia. Spins around, nobody home. Feeds it over to Ambrose. Coach telling him where to go. Feeds it back out. Garcia down to 12 on the shot clock. Spins, feeds it over to Metz. Metz looked at a three, faked it, went to lift it up and go over, lost it. Long pass to the other end, missed. Metz had a piece of the rebound, couldn't get it, and then falling through the lane is Sebro, and I believe the foul.
23, Alex Garcia.
Garcia will pick up the foul.
Number 3, Malachi Brooks.
Malachi Brooks checks back in. Carter Metz will sit down for a moment. Turnaround from just outside the lane. Short rebound grab. Boy, Lytch has had some trouble there with the ball. The last 3 times he's had it in his hands, been taken out of his hands. He's got to be a little more focused on what he's doing there. Trying to throw one to the right, bothered. Tip taken away, racing down. Right hand, left hand. Bucket is good, plus the and one.
So number 1, Damori Lytch, his second.
Lytch picks up his second
5.
foul.
Basket was good. At the line.
Basket was
Shooting
good,
one.
shooting one.
Jalen Harris.
Is Jalen Harris on the and one. It's 51-48. Walter State hanging on right now by 3 points. 12 minutes left in the game. Now it is back to a 2-point lead again. Timeout, full timeout for the Bobcats. We'll take it and come back.
Timeout, East Georgia. Full timeout.
Walter State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walter State.
This game is different.
12:02 left to go here in a 2-point game now. Remember, Walter State had a 15-point lead at halftime, 42-27. In the first 3 minutes of this half, they were outscored 12-2 by the Bobcats. They have the ball right now. Garcia to Brooks. They're in the backcourt. The full court press being put on by the Bobcats. It's broken. As we get it. Oh, they're going to say over and back. Jeez. Coach Jerry just beside himself over there on the sideline. I would be too. That was... Call for defense from the Walter State bench. Shot up off the glass, good for two, and the foul. And now we are tied up with an opportunity at 11:41 left in the game for East Georgia to take their first lead of the night. Garcia picks up his fourth personal foul, and Aiden Goins will check back in. So right now, Fred Sebro can make this a 1-point Georgia lead, East Georgia State lead. And he will. First time tonight that East Georgia State has taken the lead at the 11:38 mark. Goins down underneath, easy two to get the lead back for Walters State. Goins with 11 points now on the night. Playing with 3 fouls, so he's got to be careful. High arcing pass, it got tipped up in the air, and they were able to recover. Bobcats still with the ball in the lane, fade away from the stripe, shot up, no good, rebound, pulled down, and then slapped at. This time they're going to get the foul on Black. DeMori grabbed that one. The foul was called against Sebro for the Bobcats. 6 fouls apiece. Just about a foul away from bonus time. Oh, and a bad pass by DeMori. Ball on the floor. Race for, fought for, jump ball called. It'll be Walters State ball. No. Possession arrow will go to the Bobcats. Maybe. I don't know what they're discussing. The one ref was pretty adamant about what was going on, but Jerry not arguing the call at all. He's saying that it is, I guess he's referee explaining it to both that East Georgia has the ball. Sebro driving with the left hand. Oh, swatted away big time. Driving the other end to finish the bucket. Do they get the bucket? No, but I believe we're going to get the foul on the play. But what a play by DeMori Lytch to get up and slam that ball away from the bucket. 7 fouls now on the Bobcats. Bonus time for Walters State, and Chavez Ambrose is at the stripe to shoot 2. And he'll knock down the first one. Wow. He got up. Second one is good. Back to a 3-point lead for Walters State. Ambrose having a great night. 55-52, just about halfway through the second half. Looking around, trying to find some room. Sebro backs up the long 2, no good. Rebound. Again, Lytch feeding ahead. Back to Lytch in the middle, trying to get one down. They're going to wave it off on the foul. It'll be on the floor. He was trying to get another pass down inside there to Anthony Davis Jr.
On number 11, Khalid
Racine will pick up the foul. And going to the line will be DeMori Lytch. Got it. And he'll get another opportunity. So the 1-and-1 pays off. He nails the first one. Second one as well. Picks up both. Back to a 5-point lead for Walters State with just about a little over 10 minutes to play here in this game. Not over yet, still a game, and a 3-ball there will change the scoreboard to 57-55. We're seeing 3. Like I said, this one's tight now, and it may go the rest of the way like this. Ooh, just about got caught in the back court. Brooks able to get up there quickly with Ambrose. Malachi looking around, trying to find some room. Holding on to that ball a long time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now 5, 4, 3. From the outside corner for 3, no good. Rebound, tipped into the hands of Brooks. Got it back. Somehow gets it down and gets knocked to the floor is Lytch, and it'll stay with Walters State. Wow, that was some play.
Number 4, Elijah Clinton.
DeMore going to come out for a moment. Checking back into the game is Elijah Clinton. We haven't seen him for a while, and I guess they're going to mop up some water wherever it's at here. Aiden and Chavez towel down on the floor. Thank you, Gatorade, for that towel. So they'll put 15 on the shot clock. Walter State ball under their own basket and tipped to knock aside on the inbound pass, taken away by the Bobcats. Racing down, and it's tied up again. Second time we've been tied tonight. The lead's 3 times in the second half. Walter State looking to get it back again. Coach Jerry's out on the floor. Jerry, be careful. You're on the floor. Down low. Turnaround up over the top. Won't go high enough for Davis. Tipped out. Rebound by Gallman. He'll race down court. Feed it down right side in front of the bench. Back to Gallman. Here out at the logo. They'll switch off. They'll be picked up by Davis Chu, driving with a floater, and good for 2. And the lead change goes back to East Georgia, 59-57, as Jalen Harris picks up another bucket. So 4 lead changes here in the second half. The second time tonight that the Bobcats have taken the lead. Driving in, tipped around like a volleyball, driving into the lane, and blocking charge is going to be whistled as Aiden Goins was coming through. And getting slowly up off the floor. Racine picks up the foul. That is the team 9th foul. So Chavez Ambrose will go to the stripe to shoot 2.
Entering the ball game, number 0, Jalen Frazier.
First one is good. And he got them both. Ambrose, 6 for 7 from the stripe tonight, has tied the game back up for Walters State with 8 minutes to play. Driving. Oh, I'm going to foul whistle on somebody.
Comes from number 4, Elijah Clinton, his second personal foul. Team foul number 7.
Team foul 7, so a foul against Walters State.
1-and-1.
A 1-and-1 opportunity for Fred Sebro. First one is good, takes the lead back again for the Bobcats. Back and forth seesaw. Walters State had a 15-point lead at halftime. Misses the second one. Going no problem. And Brooks brings it down to Walters State. Double teamed, immediately trapped in the... Has to yell timeout, and he does just in time.
Timeout, Walters State, 30-second timeout.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are treaty youth. Give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
And again, another whistle against Walters State. And if that's going, and that's his fourth personal foul. So Aiden will come to the sideline and be coached up by Jerry. Damori Lytch will check back in with 7:29 to play. Walters State down by a point, 59-60. Driving is Sebro. Puts up the shot. No, won't go. Ambrose quickly up the court. Davis Jr. sees Lytch in the lane. Lytch goes around the defender and puts it up for two. Nice move by Damori Lytch. Damori Lytch now in double figures for Walters State. Top of the key for three. Knocking it down again. Boy, he has been hot. Jalen Harris.
Jalen Harris for three.
And the lead goes back to the Bobcats by two. Brooks gets one outside there. Just got it into the hands there of Clinton. Here's Davis to Brooks in the corner for three. Good. 64-63, the three ball from Malachi Brooks. Timeout by the Bobcats.
Full timeout, Walters State.
Nope, sorry, it was Walters State's timeout. My bad.
Walters State. Our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a four-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Huddle account. You can download the game. What I'll do is I'll download them both for you, but you go to Huddle and get one. You should be able to.
6.5 minutes to go here. A 1-point game. Walters State out front. Again, the lead has changed hands back and forth since the 11:38 mark when East Georgia took the lead. Speaking of which, they have done it again. It's 65 scores the 2-point bucket. Fed over. Wow, spin move there. Ambrose from outside corner for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped in by, Damori got up there again. Just about tipped that in. Racing down right side, they'll whistle a foul there. It'll go against Walters State. Ambrose. And to the line will go Jalen Harris. He's been a big part of this offense for this East Georgia Bobcat team. Shot up. Oh, hits the rim and bounces around and falls through. It's now a 2-point lead. Missed it. Their biggest lead of the night has been 2 points. And Walter State has gotten it back each time. Oh, boy, an elbow flew there from Brooks. No whistle. Underneath. Driving, putting up the shot. No good. Rebound grab. Held on to by Davis Jr. He'll drive and put up 2.
Anthony Davis.
Tied back up as Anthony Davis Jr. picks up his 6th point of the night. Ball lost as he was trying to drive the rim. Got it back somehow. Feeds it into the corner. Step back 3. In and out, no good. Tip to tip. Ball on the floor. Tipped again. Snagged by Brooks. And we had a, Jesus, Lord. The stanchions that you walk fell into the court. They've had problems on that left side before. Their AD laughing with former coach Bill Carlysle, who the court is named after, as well as the women's coach, Dave Craigle. Ambrose into the lane, feeding it to Brooks, coming through the lane. Gets fouled as he comes through the lane. It'll be double bonus time, I believe, for both teams now. They both have high enough fouls.
Fred Sebro.
Picks up the foul. And
Team number 10.
2 from the line for Malachi Brooks. Got the first one to go. Walter State back. Again, we've been back and forth since that 11:38 mark in this half. Back up to 2 points. 68-66, 5:04 to play. Hung on somehow by the toes. Driving. Blocking foul is whistled. And going to the line will be Harris.
Foul shot number 3, Malachi Brooks, his second personal foul. Number 20.
Garcia running over. Find out from Coach Jerry what's going on, and Coach Jerry trying to explain it to him right now. Shot up is good for the first one.
Entering the ballgame, number 0, Jalen Frazier, and number 1, Daquan Grant.
Grant and Frazier check back in for the Bobcats. One more opportunity here for Harris. Got it. He's tied it back up at 68 apiece. 4:47 and counting. Backing off on the Bobcats. Playing half-court basketball now. Brooks driving all the way, kicks it out. From the corner for 3, in and out, down the rebound. Beautiful shot from Anthony Davis Jr. Just didn't fall, but what a play. Into the corner again for 3 more. Oh, side of the rim of the... Good. 4:17 and counting. 10 seconds. He was standing there dribbling. I don't know what Zyquan was doing, but you've got to get across the half-court mark in 10 seconds, and Grant was on this side of that half-court line, bouncing the ball, looking to try to get guys to move, and the referee said 10. So big mental mistake there by the Bobcats. Malachi goes around the defender, feeds it back to Garcia, who gets it back to Brooks. Brooks moves guys around. Fancy dribbling, finds a baseline move, sees Ambrose in the corner for 3. Off the mark, no good, right at the buzzer. Driving all the way down, a little too hard on the pass, got tipped around, somehow ends up with Demore. And Demore racing down the right side gets fouled by Sebro. So
number 9,
we'll go to the line.
Fred Sebro, his third. The line shooting 2.
3:43 left to go. Both teams are in the bonus right now, so they'll go to the line anytime the whistle blows for 2. Now you got to make it count. The more he does on the first of 2.
12, Dante Howard.
Howard checks back in for the Bobcats, checking out
And for
Sebro.
Walter State, number 34, Aiden Goins.
Aiden Goins getting ready to check in here shortly. So, no. Got it. So Lytch picks up both.
Now entering the ballgame, number
Aiden Goins checks in now. Again, remember, he's playing with 4 fouls with 3:43 left to go. So he's got to be careful. Walter State backs off to half-court play. They do not press. They stand right at the line at half-court. Last time coming up, Zyclan Grant didn't get across that half-court line in 10. This time he does. Driving into the lane, throwing up a right-hander, and it'll drop in. Goins really kind of has to play off a bit because of the 4 fouls. Doesn't want to get called for the foul. Oh, there's a steal on a well-read pass. Terrible pass, and back to the lead for the Bobcats. That was read so perfectly, but you cannot give away where you're going with that ball, and they did. Walter State, big mistake there. Now down by 2. Brooks trying to get a 3 ball. He does. Deep 3. And he takes the lead back for Walter State with just under 3 to play. Malachi Brooks for 3. What a shot. Just about got a steal there, too. Oh, he's bumped there, double teamed. Back out front. This is Frazier driving, slips, spins, almost threw it away. Driving into the lane, right-handed skyhook shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Garcia. Alex pinned in the back. Feeds it to Brooks. Brooks double team, feeds it back to Garcia. The big kid drives up the left-hand side of the lane and then kicks it back to Brooks. 2:19 left to go. Coach Jerry yelling out the play, and Brooks getting the screen from Goins. Drives the lane and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. The possibility to give them a 5-point lead if he puts them both down.
His third personal. The line shooting 2, number 3, Malachi Brooks.
I'm not a 5-point lead, sorry. A 3-point lead. Got to nail them both. Got the first one to go. Back to a bucket. 74-72, 2:11 left to play here in this very interesting game. And you got them both. 75-72.
Carter Metz.
Carter Metz back into the game. He's been on the bench for a while. That's unusual. Carter's a pretty good ball handler, a pretty good shooter, too. 75-72, Walter State up. Timeout being taken by East Georgia.
Timeout, Bobcats. Full timeout.
Walter State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walter State.
You want to set out, just let me know what you want to do. If you out in public and you want your number, just tell them that's me and you. You make me feel these days.
75-72. Double bonus for both teams. So any foul or anytime there's a whistle, we're going to the line to shoot two. Goins, Garcia, Metz, Ambrose, Davis Jr. coming in to the game here. And it'll be Bobcat ball as they took the timeout in front of their own bench. Fed inside. They go to Grant. Grant's been the point guard for most of the night for this Bobcat team when out on the floor. Feeding it to Jalen Harris, who has been their scorer. Throws up a right-hander, won't go. Gets fouled going to the glass.
Fouls on number 10, Chavez. Ambrose, his third.
Chavez picks up his third foul. Back to the line to shoot two is Jalen Harris.
Number 21, Jalen Harris.
$1:53 to play. Knocks down the first one. Within two now. Referee explaining something to him. Not sure exactly what it was about. Maybe him and Anthony Davis jawing at each other. Got them both, though. It's a one-point game. Walter State out front, 75-74. That's what I was talking about, the ball handling skills of Carter Metz. He's out there now. Him and Ambrose. They get it across half court. Feed it out, Davis Jr. Back to Metz. Jerry calling out the play. 1:35 left to play in the game. 10 on the shot clock. He'll get the screen from Goins. Going around left side. Garcia for three. Got it to go. Alex Garcia shows up big time.
Timeout.
Wow.
30-second timeout.
Walter State with a 30-second timeout, and Garcia pops the three.
Walter State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a four-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walter State.
There's a reason I've been watching my phone. Yeah, I know filter is heaven. I'm gonna show you but I wanna reach you.
78-74, $1:25 to go. Here come the Bobcats quickly across half court. Trying to get it up there and get this game closer. They're down by 4 right now. Into the lane, ball taken away, tip, stolen. Davis Jr., they call jump ball, and it's Bobcat possession. Ouch. Jerry just hangs his head, can't believe it. They actually could have called timeout, I believe, because they have 2 left. The 2 referees come together, though, here on the sideline. Not sure what that's about. Did he call timeout? Maybe that was the question, and I guess not. 1:11 to play. 20 on the shot clock. The throw in goes to their big guy, Jalen Harris, been the workhorse tonight. Got pushed. The crowd didn't like it. Ambrose picks up the foul. Jalen Harris will go to the line. He was 1 of 2 last time.
21, Jalen Harris.
Got the first one. Three-point lead, Walter State, with 68 seconds to go. Got the second one, make it a 2-point lead. 68 seconds to play. Ambrose quickly into Garcia, looking around. Boxed into the corner. Swings it ahead. Davis Jr. Blocking foul called against Jalen Harris.
Foul is on number 21.
And that'll give
Harris, his first.
Garcia an opportunity to go to the stripe to increase the lead by more than
The
2.
line shooting 2, number 23, Alex Garcia.
Garcia to the stripe. First time to the line tonight. Misses the first one, much to the dismay of the crowd. Wiping up some moisture over there in front of the scorers table. That's the reason why we're being delayed again. This was the tactic last time and caused our guy to miss his second shot. What are we doing all the way back over there to begin with? Granted, I don't want anybody to get hurt, but it doesn't make sense. Got it. 79-76. Garcia sits down. Damori Lytch comes in. 63 seconds to play. And a 3-point lead for the Senators. What a game. What a game. It looked like it was going to be a big blowout from the get-go. Timeout as we cross the timeline so they can get the ball down to their end. East Georgia State Bobcats take that timeout. It is a 30-second timeout.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
$60 seconds left to go here. I guess I missed why they were. My grandson said, "Wait a minute, Papa, that's because that's where the guy fell on the foul." I did not know that, so I apologize. Even though it looked suspicious to me, it was not. East Georgia State, the Bobcats will take it out in front of their own bench with 60 seconds to go. They're down by 3. They'll feed it in to Grant. Grant against Metz out front. Gets the screen, drops it off. They go into Harris, slides over to the left side, and knocks down a 3-ball. Big time. Timeout being called.
Timeout, Bobcats, full timeout.
By the Bobcats, a full timeout.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
I had to let go. Life insurance policies, you about to need to get go. I got some mean address though. Me, Spider-Man, and Leonardo. Tomorrow, I had to chop it to a wedding out in Monaco.
They're still mopping the floor all over. Now they're mopping over here by the logo where it says Carlysle Craigle Court.
59 bags on a 767. This is heavy cargo.
They said they should go grab those broom mop things or whatever they've got over there and start doing the court. They're like hockey and a Zamboni in between with 5 minutes left. They run the brooms out or something. I don't know. Here we go. We're all tied up. 48.9 on the clock. Are we going OT or is somebody going to hang on for the win at the buzzer? Ambrose flips it over to Metz. Metz tries to go around his guy, backs him off. Gets up to the timeline. Now he's up to the logo. Gets across half court. Drops it off. Foul whistled against Jalen Frazier.
Number 0, Jalen Frazier is first.
And going to the line to shoot two.
Number 3, Malachi Brooks.
Malachi Brooks. Gets the first one to go. And the second one to go. He is 6 for 6 from the stripe tonight. Great shooting from the young man.
Timeout, Senators, full timeout.
Walters State calls a full timeout with a 2-point lead.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Bobcats will have to take it the full distance. 36 seconds to play. Walters State going to creep up and play a man-on-man situation. They've got 21, Jalen Harris, way over there in the corner, guarded by Chavez Ambrose. He now comes to the lane. They feed down low. Sebro around the block of Garcia. And they're going to give him the bucket and the and one.
Number 1, Gilmore Lytch, his third. The basket was good at the line, shooting 1, number 6, Corey Mincy.
Sebro will take his shot and score. 82-81. 25 seconds left to go. Walters State will have one last opportunity to win the game. Shot clock turned off. Driving right at the baseline. Can't go. Ambrose outside. Down to 9 seconds. Garcia, Ambrose. Blocked. Ball held on to. They'll call a foul. Is jumping at the player is Demore Lytch. And that's going to cause them to go to the line with 2.3 left to go.
The line shooting 2, number 12, Dante Howard.
Howard is at the line to shoot 2 with a 1-point lead and 2 seconds on the clock. And he got the first one to go. That was huge. 2-point lead now. Now you've got to have the 3 on the other side to win it, but you're not going to have much time to get it down there. And he got them both. Timeout will be taken.
Timeout, Bobcats, 30-second timeout.
30 seconds by the Bobcats, their final timeout.
Walters State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Here we go. It's a 3-point game, 2.3 seconds left on the clock. You got to get the ball in, and you got to get it up, and you got to get it to go in from outside the arc for 3 to tie the game and send it into OT. Here's the long heave. It is tipped, taken away, held on to. Walters State is going to lose their first game of the season in the tournament. That is our final. Hard to believe that this team had the lead at the half. Remember, it was 42-27. They were up by 15 points. And they came into the second half, and East Georgia State ran off 12 points to just 2 for Walters in the first 3 minutes of that second half. At the 11:38 mark left in the game is when East Georgia State took their first lead in the game, 52-51. They ended up winning it by a score of 84-81. So Walters State, both the women and the men, lose their opening games in the Carlysle Craigle Classic. So East Georgia with the win here. And that concludes our day. Tomorrow we'll start at noon. Number 15 Trinity Valley versus number 9 Shelton State. Video game only, should be a good one. Then we'll be back. I'll be bringing you the Walters State versus Florida Southwestern game. That's at 2 o'clock. The men's games will follow. Video only, Rowan State versus East Georgia State. Should be a good matchup. And then the number 20 preseason ranked and the number 22 preseason ranked teams will go at it. Walters State versus Georgia Highlands. We will see you tomorrow afternoon, noon, right here on the